Amelia Earhart's most inspirational quotes. Adventure is worthwhile in itself. After midnight, the moon set, and I was alone with the stars. I have often said that flying is the lure of beauty, and I need no other flight to convince me that the reason flyers fly, whether they know it or not, is the aesthetic appeal of flying. Among all the marvels of modern invention, that with which I am most concerned is, of course, air transportation. Flying is perhaps the most dramatic of recent scientific attainment. In the brief span of 30-odd years, the world has seen an inventor's dream first materialized by the Wright brothers at Kitty Hawk become an everyday actuality. Anticipation, I suppose, sometimes exceeds realization. As far as I know, I've only got one obsession, a small and probably typically feminine horror of growing old, so I won't feel cheated entirely if I fail to come back. As soon as we left the ground, I knew I had to fly. Aviation offered such fun as crossing the continent in planes large and small, trying the whirling rotors of an autogyro, and making record flights. With these activities came the opportunity to know women everywhere who shared my conviction that there are so many women can do in the modern world. They should be permitted to do irrespective of their sex. Aviation, this current young giant, exemplifies the possible relationship between women and the creations of science. Although women have not taken full advantage of its use and benefits, air travel is as available to them as to men. Better do a good deed near home than go far away to burn incense. By adventuring about, you become accustomed to the unexpected. The unexpected then becomes what it is. The inevitable. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. Decide whether or not the goal is worth the risks involved. If it is, stop worrying. Did I tell you I have a reputation for brains? Everyone has oceans to fly if they have the heart to do it. Is it reckless? Maybe. But what do dreams know of boundaries? Experiment. Meet new people. That's better than any college education. You will find the unexpected everywhere as you go through life. By adventuring about, you become accustomed to the unexpected. Flying might not be all plain sailing, but the fun is worth the price. Human crises have a way of happening at inconvenient times. I believe that a girl should not do what she thinks she should do but should find out through experience what she wants to do. I can think of many things worse than never getting married, and one of the worst is being married to a man who tied you down. I have often been asked what I think about at the moment of takeoff. Of course, no pilot sits and feels his pulse as he flies. He has to be part of the machine. If he thinks of anything but the task, then trouble is probably just around the corner. I wasn't brave. I didn't have time to be scared. If enough of us keep trying, we'll get someplace. In aviation, women are outnumbered by 40 to 1, but I feel that more will gain admittance as a more significant number knock at the door. If and when you knock at the door, it might be well to bring an axe along, you may have to chop your way through. In my life, I realized that when things were going very well, it was just the time to anticipate trouble. And, conversely, I learned from pleasant experience that at the most despairing crisis, when all looked sour beyond words, some delightful break was apt to lurk just around the corner.